Okay, so this is a video I've been wanting to make once I get everything how I wanted it. So in making my home gym, ninja, bike videos, some people wonder how I film them. And this has been a process that's been a huge learning curve. And, I've checked YouTube and, there's a lot of Instagram influencers that I follow on fitness, and I really love their shots. But the problem is that those videos are shot with a camera person behind the camera, not solo like my case. And it took me a while to figure that out in the sense that I could not replicate those shots. And what I've come up with is the best solution being a solo content creator. And this is what I've come up with. My workhorse camera now is the GoPro Hero 11. Having had the GoPro 7, which was a great camera, I still have it. It makes a really good B-roll. My main problem with the 7, it was probably the best one between 7 and 11. But anyway, my problem with the 7 was the lock, the freezing up. It was completely unreliable. Whenever you really wanted to shoot something, either the battery was dead or you'd have to pull the battery out, reboot it, blah, blah, blah. And, I kept an eye out. I love my gadgets, but I kept an eye out every iteration after that 7, and they still had the problem, It wasn't until the 11 that they said, like, no, this thing doesn't overheat, it doesn't freeze up, it doesn't lock up. So then I jumped on it as soon as it was available, probably like that within that month. And I don't regret it. Love it. It's amazing. The 8x7 full frame sensor, full frame view on their larger sensor is great because you can crop it and make either 16:9 or 9:16 videos. It's great. The thing I was using in the interim after I had the 7, and I love, and it worked out great for me, and I loved it so much that I bought the latest version, is the Instagram 360 One X2. My God, that thing is amazing. Having come from the frustrating experience of using a GoPro Hero 7, its crappy, quick app, all that stuff, it was just incredibly frustrating. When I used the One X2 for the first time, I couldn't believe how easy it was to use. At that point, I had actually sworn off ever buying a GoPro again, but here we are. That said, what really makes the Insta360 experience amazing is the app. With the 360 cameras, what makes it even better is the app coupled with the fact that it's a 360 camera and I'm a single person content creator and I can reframe. Like this, you can reframe the shot in the format, but this you can reframe from the perspective. And it's really hard to describe to someone who's never used it before. But once you use it, you totally understand, and it's a massive game changer. That said, the image quality is not great, so I had the X2, loved it, and filmed a lot of my ninja videos with that, because anything where you're moving in space and moving around, the 360 cameras are amazing. For a static shot, when you're doing one particular exercise in one place, I prefer to use the GoPro only because the image quality is better. That said, when the One X3 came out, I really wanted to try it. A lot of people on YouTube were saying that the difference wasn't that great, but for me, I love the X2 so much that I really wanted to hope that just the slight improvement in image quality on the X3 plus the Me mode, it would be worth it, and it has been. The larger screen is great. If I were to tell anyone to buy any one camera, it would probably be the way I started out, with your filming yourself, because when you're learning how to do stuff in the gym and doing stupid human tricks and what have you, the One X3 is by far the best investment you can make. It's the best bang for your buck. You can do so much with it. What I would recommend after that is to get B-roll or your A-roll and make this your B-roll is the GoPro 11. And that's what brings me to where I'm at now. I'm filming this on the Sony ZV-1, which I got way back when to film, I think, my second second submission video for American Ninja Warrior, you know, I read about it and saw a gazillion reviews on YouTube and how much they raved about it. I really wanted that bokeh effect, since the submission video, a large part of it is talking to the camera. And that has been an absolute workhorse. Love it. But I wanted to step up my game and learn a little bit more about apertures, shooting in manual settings, and getting that bokeh, hopefully filming myself while working out. That's the holy grail. And to that effect, I went ahead and just picked up the Sony ZV-E10. And you know, this is probably the most reviewed camera on top of the Sony ZV-1 reviewed cameras on YouTube. And so far, so good. It hasn't let me down at all. I've only used it for a week or two now. But what I went ahead and did is I splurged and got the 1.8 11 millimeter lens on top of the kit lens that comes with it, that came with it, which is a great lens. Again, I'm learning, I'm not an expert. But the main thing with this new lens that I got is the wide angle. Nothing can compare to the One X3 with its 150 degree view. I believe the GoPro's at 140. This is probably 110, but anyway, what it allows me to do is to capture a larger field of view on the ZV-E10, but with a much sharper image. And you know, I did some testing on it already, filmed a couple of videos, and it's incredibly sharp. Makes this look absolutely blurry, but again, this is really handy to gun and go. Set it up on the bottom. If I fall on it, it's not a problem. This, yeah, it might be a problem. So this is my arsenal for right now, and I'll do another video on all my 10 billion accessories that I've learned to get over the years. Oh, one other thing I'll point out with my new experience with the ZV-E10, and more importantly, interchangeable lenses, is I went ahead and got this Viltrex 13 millimeter 1.4 lens to compare to my new 11 1.8, and the field of view, it's obviously not the same. It's narrower since it's 13 millimeter. But more importantly, what I didn't like about this, and it's going back, is the hunting of the focus. It hunts a little bit too much, and I'll maybe post a video of the two here where you'll see when I do the hand test in front of the Sony lens, when I take it out of the picture, it finds my face quickly. The Viltrex, when I do that and bring it back, you see some pulsing. And again, the whole point of me going to this camera on top of what I'm filming on now is that I wanted the best image quality possible. And since I'm actually moving a lot in my videos, I don't want to have that pulsing, and it's kind of counterproductive. Honestly, I could have just stayed with the ZV-1, but you know, I want to learn. I want to increase my skill set. Why not? And so that's where I'm at now. And like I said, I'll do a video on the cool little accessories, which make a huge difference in filming athletic gym videos of yourself. And so that's what the basic point of this whole video is, how I've gotten to where I am now as far as filming, being a solo content creator. Thanks for watching.